All right, the controversy over the use of tea plucking machines continues in Kericho County as several leaders recently have openly opposed mechanization of the sector, saying it has led to job losses. But while this is a concern to many, tea plantation owners are now seeking to cut costs and improve efficiency through mechanization of the tea plucking, a move that thousands of workers at tea estates say has cost them their jobs. Our reporter Dolly Murigi Mbuvi was in Kericho County and interacted with quite a number of workers who have been affected. And as we take a look at that feature, we'll be back on the other side with Friday Frenzy. But for now, here's the feature on the same.
Kenya is the world's biggest exporter of black tea, and Kericho County is a key leading tea producing area. Until quite recently, the tea estate relied on manual laborers who would pluck the tea leaves as workers had done for almost a century. But these days, there are fewer workers, replaced in large part by plucking machines. Each machine is operated by 2 workers and can harvest hundreds of kilograms of tea leaves within a short period of time. Tea companies estimate that labor costs account for up to 50% of the total production cost in tea farming. Hence, the justification to shift to the mechanization of tea plucking as an attempt to remain globally competitive. As a result, tens of thousands of cashew workers have lost their jobs. Single-person small charging electric tea picking machines have been recently used, although not many employed in the farm are like in the past. In this farm, 2 to 4 farmers can be seen harvesting using small electric machines. Here is Faith Siale, a mother of 5. She had worked at the Kerenga tea farm for a decade and was among the thousands of hand tea pickers who lost their jobs.
Sasa hiyo machine naomba serikali atutoe hiyo machine. Juu imetusumbua, imechukua sekta yote. Sasa tumesimamishwa kazi. Ikiondolewa hiyo machine tutapata kazi.
Since women were the majority in the tea farms, they were greatly affected. However, job losses happened across genders. Andre Sang, aged 73, had for decades worked at Unilever Tea Farm. Though he retired before the farm mechanization, it pains him that his 2 sons lost their jobs in the process.
Watoto wamerudi nyumbani, tuko nao nyumbani na hakuna chochote. So nilikuwa na himiza na nilikuwa naomba wenye wako na uwezo kwa estate na hata wenye watu wa siasa watusaidie, warudishe hiyo kazi ifanywe na watoto, alafu watoto wetu waendelee kusoma na sisi tukiwa wazazi ambao hatujiwezi, hao watoto watakuja kutusaidia nyumbani. It's very unfortunate vile hii machine zilikuja. I don't know. Mimi siwezi kujua vile hii machine ilikuja kuingia kwa estate because we are not consulted.
Alan Ngeno's parent worked as tea pickers at James Finlay's tea farm, and after the loss of the jobs, he can no longer continue with his education due to lack of school fees. He's now surviving on many jobs.
Tukatai maneno ya technology, lakini ukiangalia technology, yenyewe hiyo machine, ukiangalia hiyo machine inachuna chai shamba kubwa in a time. In one time inachuna almost sema eka ngapi. Ni kubwa. Lakini kuna hii machine kai ya kuvuruta kwa chai. Hiyo inaleta employment kwa sababu kuna mwenye ameibeba, anaichuna. Na kuna mwenye anakuja anaitoa kwa shamba, anaipeleka. Hiyo ni technology pia na hatukatai. Hiyo tumewasaidia, wame-enhance technology yao na wametusaidia pia, wametupea job opportunities. Mtu kama mimi yenyewe, mimi nimelelewa tangu 2002 nimekuwa Finlays. Hadi juzi tumetoka. Mzazi alikuwa Finlays, akakosa kazi kwa sababu ya mashini kafika.
However, the former tea pickers are not only the ones affected. Business people who relied on the tea pickers in the farms are counting losses.
Hii kazi yangu zamani ilikuwa mzuri kwa vile watu walikuwa hapa estate, ilikuwa ananisaidia kuniletea kazi. Sasa vile mashini ilikuja, kazi ikarudi chini. Ilikuwa inanisaidia kusomesha watoto. Ilikuwa mimi napata kazi mzuri, kutengeneza hadi 2,000 kwa siku. Saa hii ni ngumu sana, hata 100.
Nafanya biashara ya grocery na ninauza makaa Jericho. Lakini biashara imeenda chini sana sababu customers, tulikuwa tunategemea customers wa kampuni, lakini venye mashini ilifika customers wamepungua, wanaajiri watu wachache. So saa hii biashara ni mdogo sababu watu ni wachache.
One handheld tea harvesting machine operated by 2 people does work that can be done by 25 workers, and one self-propelled harvester takes the place of 100 tea pickers, with the issue going on for over the past 15 years. In terms of capacity, one machine can pluck 400 kilograms of tea a day compared to just 45 kilograms by a human laborer. With this, the farms have always defended the tea plucking machines, saying it would reduce the cost of production and enable them to remain afloat in the competitive global tea market. Kenya Plantation and Agricultural Workers Union KPAW Branch Secretary Dixon Sang pointed out that the tea harvesting machine were deployed by the multinational tea farms in 2010, and since then it has impacted the economy in Kericho and especially led to the job losses.
Plantation farms have been mahali pa hao mama waende wajitafutie maisha na kujificha kule. Machines ilipokuja imeforce hao wametoka nje. Sasa huku nje, what is happening now outside here is that the plantation, these people now, because wana namna mahali pa kwenda, wameresort to, wengine wanakuja fanya kazi ya sexual work hapa town ili angalau wapate kitu ili waweze kuwasomesha watoto wao. Jambo lingine pia ambapo imekuwa challenge hapa ni the fact that mashule zimefungwa. Walimu pia wamekosa kazi. Hizo mashule pia zimekuwa wasted pale because government ilikuwa imeweka resources kwa hizo mashule. But for now unapata ya kwamba mashule zinalala, hakuna kitu inafanyika kule.
However, the union has for the longest time made attempts to negotiate with the multinationals to settle the stalemate, with the efforts bearing no fruits.
Tumeweka attempts mingi, mara mingi sana tumejaribu sana kunegotiate na multinationals. We have been requesting them wakubali to incorporate the CBA, this mechanization operations kwa CBA, kwa collective bargaining agreement yetu yenye tumesign, huwa tunasign na the employer. But you find that for some reasons these multinationals wanakataa. We are even hata tumewambia waje tukubali rates yenye the applicable rates yenye wenyewe wanatumia kwa shamba pale, lakini unapata kwamba still bado wanakataa. You fail to understand what is happening because for one, wakituruhusu the operations and mechanizations weka kwa CBA, we will be in a position now to negotiate and defend the terms and conditions ya mfanyakazi mwenye anafanya kazi pale, because now ukipata ya kwamba the unplucking, when we had unplucking, we used to negotiate for their terms, but for now for mechanical harvesting decisions are rates ama task ya mfanyakazi now strictly depend on the decision, unilateral decision by members of management. Mfanyakazi leo anaweza ambiwa hii shamba ni mzuri, leo tunachuma chai kilo 1,000, kidogo manager akienda, mwingine akirudi anasema hapana, the junior manager ameona hii pesa, hii chai iko na nini mingi, so tuache hiyo, let's do 2,000 kilos. So unapata ya kwamba at the end of the day mfanyakazi anaumia.
Kericho County Governor Eric Mutai disclosed that talks are ongoing concerning the mechanization issues at the tea farms, with a view of arriving at an amicable solution for all the parties. He says he will also engage with the multinational companies for a win-win solution to the disputes.
We encourage dialogue because we realize that we need these jobs badly for our people, and we are saying that seed in some positions. Let's have a formula which is a win-win, where the community feels like they are winning from you, while at the same time we are protecting our businesses. So it's just a rally that I've been pushing, that we have so many peasantry that they were sacked from this tea estate. And you cannot imagine the families that were broken, because people were sacked unceremoniously, and you have so many single women in town here that had nowhere to go because their husbands were forced to leave unceremoniously and they had no houses at home. You can't imagine the children were just left unattended like that.
Also commenting on the much hype investigation by the BBC, which revealed sexual abuse on British-owned tea farms in the county, the governor condemned the sexual harassment that women were subjected to in efforts to secure the jobs.
Rape in our modern and our space of time is worse than a civil war, because each time we rape a woman, we attack the faith of that woman. We attack the core foundation of dignity in our womanhood, and it is something that I came out strongly. I'm happy the police are up on this, and the DPP himself has ordered investigation the same, and I know the culprits will be brought to book. We also need to move away from this thing in the society, that each time people do mistakes, we try to cover it up and try to pamper it, because we've taken a woman that when a woman is just raped, it is just that an everyday event, and you can go home, you're not smiling. You can't imagine the pain that goes through the husband's mind. The children and the dignity of the woman will be attacked to the core, and her life will never be the same again in the generations to come.
Despite the numerous protests against the mechanization of the tea farms, the tea workers are yet to see any positive feedback as the Kenyan court allowed the tea farms to use the tea picking machines. Dolly Marigimbovi for Hope TV from Kericho County.